time to harvest sunflowers. Now it's mid-October. The flowers are not having much attention from pollinators, so it's a good time to harvest. We got the stems to the very bottom, and then we sort them out just like that, because they may need to dry just a little bit more. And as you can see, we grow different types just to infuse some diversity. You can see the seeds, different sizes. Often you see that some flowers have multiple heads, and that's fine, especially for varieties that are not genetically modified. You can also harvest from the smaller heads. That's perfectly fine. You can see that here you have a bit of a, like the previous bit of the petals, but the seeds are there. Just need to search for them. There, dry them, and then as well we're growing quite the small dwarf varieties, so the small seeds will be great for some seed bombs to help out all the birds in the hungry gap at the beginning of the year. So all the sunflower heads aside of the main one, normally I have smaller ones with that, they all good to harvest too. One thing worth to mention in terms of storage or how you're gonna dry it, just make sure there is a space. Ideally you can dry it naturally so you don't use any electricity, but also that mice and vermin like this can get to it, because they love it and they will go through whatever is needed. So when you're storing them as well, store them somewhere that is properly protected. All right, so you have harvested absolutely all your different sunflower seeds. They have been drying, and what you do now? Well, you can eat them fresh, that's perfectly fine, but you can also roast them and put a little bit of salt. That's how I like to eat them. So what we did, just, full jar here, there's two others. What you do is you take all the different seeds that they have been drying and you soak them in water. I put them in a bowl with water just to cover them, and depends how salty you like it, a spoon or two of salt, and leave it there for a bit, half an hour, or you can leave it overnight. It depends. So that helps for the seeds to sort of absorb the salty water near them. And then what you do is just take the excess water and put them in the oven. I like to reuse the heat of the oven. So normally what I would do is when I finish cooking something else, I just roast them a bit, turn them around, roast them a bit, turn them around, and that's it. And then just store them in a jar, in a dry place, in a way that is not easy to get into. And what I tend to do as well is to save these little packets that come sometimes when you buy something, if you buy something. And so it helps to keep things moist. You give a second life to the product of the silica. There you go, good to go. They're crunchy and delicious and a good snack. We need to eat more seeds in our diet. Hope you enjoy.